always kind of focus on one area of my life and allow other areas to slip. And so that's why I think that the weekends are kind of prime time for that.
That means I'm moving. I made a few mistakes, but I'm improving. I'm human, but I've been making daily resolutions. I got to. You might do it different, but I'm not you.
Hey, Mark.
I'm self-made. I'm
Hey, Mark.
doing things that I
Mark.
was never taught.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Hey Mark, the podcast where I, Mark, get to have open and authentic conversations about things like mental health, self-development, and talk about the stigmatized things that maybe we don't get to talk about on a daily basis or just don't really come up on like a daily basis in like everyday conversation. And so the reason I want to do this is because I want to start conversations around the things that might be uncomfortable to talk about, so that no matter what you're going through, dealing with, or thinking about, you know, you understand the fact that you're not alone and life can and will get better for you. And so sending clips of yourself, you know, asking a question, maybe talking about a win that you've had recently or a reminder for everybody else, or maybe talking about something that you've been struggling with, you know, just to kind of, you know, allow me to give my 2 cents or allow other people to comment their opinions, so that maybe we could form a huge community of people that just want the best for each other and want each other to succeed and, you know, have love for each other and, like I said, just want the best for each other. So let's get into today's clip and just kind of roll it, and I'll kind of give my 2 cents. So I'm going to throw it up right now.
Good morning and happy Sunday. This is just your quick reminder. If you're getting prepped for your week today, make sure you have your groceries, make sure you do some meal prep, get the foods in that you need for fuel. Prep yourself for success, and let's have a great week.
All right, so you guys might recognize that guy. If you follow me on Instagram, he's very commonly on my Instagram stories. I share a lot of his stuff. I've got mad love for this guy. We worked together in the past. We actually went to the same college very briefly before I stopped going to college. And then, yeah, we got to work together in a gym. He's a good buddy of mine. He's actually been on this podcast before. And like I said, yeah, I share a lot of his stuff on Instagram. I love the stuff that he talks about. He's got an unreal, sickening work ethic and a great personality. Go and check out Yorko Performance, Tyler Yorko. But yeah, I like this little reminder for everybody, because that is, you know, he sent this on a Sunday. You're going to be listening to this on Monday. And it's a good reminder to just kind of prep yourself for your week. That's my favorite part about weekends. And maybe you didn't do it this weekend, but you can kind of, you know, prep yourself to prep yourself then for next weekend. Think about the things that you could do on the weekend to prep yourself for your upcoming week, right? And so maybe this is a habit that you already have. Maybe it's something that seems foreign to you. Maybe it seems like something that you wouldn't normally necessarily need to do or want to do. Maybe you think that it takes up too much time. But I'm going to tell you straight up right now that not only is this going to save you time, it's also going to increase, you know, your discipline. It's also going to increase, you know, probably the amount of money that you save. It's probably going to increase the amount of time you spend, you know, going out for lunch, or, you know, just when it saves a lot of time and energy when you're like kind of, you know, throughout the week. I guess a better way to explain it is just to kind of explain it like this. You know, on my weekends, what I like to do is all my chores to make sure that during the week I can just do my shit. Right, so I try and stack all my laundry on one day on the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. I try and stack my grocery shopping on Saturday, all my meal prep on Sunday. And then during the week, you know, I wake up, I do some editing in the morning, I go to work, I come home, I eat, I go and work out, and then I have my dinner already prepped. You know, all my lunches, all my meals are already in the fridge, ready to go. I just pull them out, you know, throw them in the microwave, or maybe I pan fry them in some avocado oil or something like that. You know, it's just quick and easy meals. I don't have to think about what's for dinner, what's for lunch. And, you know, it's not always boring foods either. You can spice it up a little bit, because, you know, eating healthy or just eating with a planned regimen doesn't mean that you have to eat boring meals. And so it's going to increase your discipline. It's going to increase the amount of time that you have. It's going to allow you to focus a lot more on what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Maybe that's working. Maybe that's being creative in a side hustle. Maybe that's going to work out. Maybe it's working on some personal goals. Maybe it's working on some issues that you've got going on in your own life. Maybe it's journaling. Maybe it's reading. Maybe it's studying. Maybe you're a student. Maybe it's spending time with your loved ones. At the end of the day, when you prep for your week and you allow yourself to have a little bit more time and you allow yourself to have a little bit more energy, you allow yourself to, be taken care of. You're taking care of all of your own personal needs, like what you're eating on a regular basis, maybe doing all your laundry, tidying up your house, allowing yourself to live in a clean, taken care of environment. All of these things are going to, like I said, allow you to have more time, allow you to have more energy, allow you to have more discipline, allow you to have, more confidence once you start to realize that you live in a clean living space and you were the one that created that clean living space and you're the one that upholds it consistently by attacking your weekends and using them to prep for your week to come. So this is going to be a pretty short episode because I think that this entire topic just kind of speaks for itself, but it's something that we need consistent reminders on. Even myself, I seem to always kind of focus on one area of my life and allow other areas to slip. And so that's why I think that the weekends are kind of prime time for that. And when I say weekends, I don't necessarily mean like a Saturday or a Sunday. I mean days where you maybe have a little bit more free time than you typically would. If you're like me and you kind of spread a lot of your work out, and I consider, even filming and editing and recording and, doing interviews, I consider that to be working on something that I'm passionate about. I kind of spread that out on like an everyday basis. And so even on days where I'm, sitting down and recording or editing for hours, I still try and, get a little bit of prep time in on those days where I don't have to work my 9 to 5 construction job Monday to Friday for me. But like I said, weekends don't have to be Saturdays and Sundays. It's just using the time that you have where you're not being paid to do whatever the fuck you do to prep yourself and get ready for the days that are going to be busy. Take care of your own personal needs. Maybe make your bed, do your laundry, buy your groceries, do your meal prep. Get yourself tuned and ready like a guitarist would tune his guitar before a performance. Treat your week like a performance, because that's essentially what it is. Really, that's all I got to say. I hope that, you use your time wisely, because I find that when I'm most depressed and most anxious is when I'm not using my time effectively, when I'm just sitting around and doing nothing and I'm falling behind on, the things that I really want to excel in life. And if you have any ideas on how you can prep your week or your day even a little bit better, if you have any tips or tricks or how you prep your week, then comment them below. If you're watching this on Instagram or YouTube, or if you're listening to the podcast version of this, leave a review on, maybe what would be a good, way to prep for your week. So other people, when they check it out on Apple Podcasts, not plugging my own stuff, but low-key plugging my own stuff, when they leave a review or when they see your review, then maybe they'll see, an idea on how they could prep their week a little bit better. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for listening to this, for watching this. I really appreciate it, and you are the reason I do what I do. Much love and peace out.